Okay. Okay, we're trying this again. I'm gonna see if I can jump on YouTube myself and play it back. I'm in the wrong. Of course, I'm in the wrong one. Hold on. How do I switch? Switch account. Go there. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Well, it seems like there's some issues going on YouTube side. I hope. But okay, whatever. This is attempt number 2. We just I have the wrapping still. Wow, you have an echo. Okay, hold on. Man, Kaylee's not with me on this, and then it just all goes to garbage. Let's see. Okay, how about now? No change. Okay. Monitor mix. Okay. How about now? Still an echo. What is going on? Do I have something set to echo? Yes and no. Okay, how about now? Fixed it? Oh. I just talked real loud into my own head. Oh my gosh. Okay, how's the volume at least? Sounds good. Okay. You see, the true secret to being successful on YouTube is getting your chat to troubleshoot so it seems like there's way more interaction. Oh, it's been a week. Okay. But how about we jump in and start opening some Star Wars? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's fair. That's honestly very fair. Okay. We have our packs, which I'm now gonna regret taking out of the box, but whatever. They are on screen. You can see them, and we're gonna start opening. Okay, actually, we're gonna move the packs to the side so that I can open. Oh my gosh. I appreciate you two more than you'll ever probably know. Okay, let's go with pack 1. So as I was saying in the first video, this is my first time ever opening this Star Wars set. And I've got my camera over here for my the setup's janky. So Von Reg. How about we do that? Nadiri Dockyards. Independent Smuggler. How about, hold on, what if I I'm moving stuff. I hope it doesn't break everything. How about we put that there? We'll put this here. Okay, there we go. We've got a TIE Dagger Vanguard, Death Space Skirmisher, Dedicated Wingman, Insurgent Saboteurs, Cloaked Star Viper. Well, that's neat. That one's cool. A Clone Pilot, System Shock. Oh, Munificent Frigate. Wrong. Von Reg's TIE Interceptor. That's kind of neat. So we've got Major Von Reg and his TIE Interceptor. Astromech Pilot. Bolshek. Scramble Fighters. Ooh, create 8 TIE Fighter tokens and ready them. They can't attack bases for this phase. That's kind of insane. It costs 7, but that is insane. And Determined Recruit. Yeah, one of the reasons I'm real excited for opening this set is because it's got so many starships and everything in it. Opening up an R2-D2 pack now. Ooh, Grand and Admiral Thrawn. Chopper Base. I love Chopper Base. Might as well be called War Crime Base. There we go. Chopper, our favorite little war criminal. Swarming Vulture Droid. Black Skull Squadron Scout Wing. Sith Trooper. I'm building out a Sith deck, so that's nice. Outer Rim Outlaws. Adept Arc 170. Red Squadron Y-Wing, attacking the second Death Star. Academy Graduate. Focus Fire. Oh, another Determined Recruit. Frisk. You're all clear, kid. Did that noise come through? Ha! Yay! Ooh, we've got a uncommon Razor Crest, but in the hyperspace. Yeah, I need to figure out how to adjust its loudness. Cat and Mouse. That's our rare. Ooh, hyperspace foil, Dakar cargo frigate. You know what? Let's fix it now. I don't think did that change the volume of it at all? No? Or 2. Would it be? Oh well. Oh no. Okay. I just won't play around with that one for now. But I figured out how to add sound effects to my stream deck. So that'll be fun. Hey, and everybody who is watching... Oh, am I one of the viewers right now? Okay, I am not a viewer. If you're watching this, check in, say hello. This is Redbeard Trading, the absolute most proest of pro stream. Ooh! Admiral Holdo, the proest of pro streamers. Theed Palace. never have any issues, and the issues that do happen, we delete the VOD and pretend like they didn't. that that got our view count down. Flanking Fang Fighter, X-34 Land Speeder, Tandem Assault. That's exactly right. What evidence? Ooh, Rebellious Hammerhead. This is like one of my favorite ships in Star Wars. The Hammerhead class. In the Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, not the MMO, but the original games, this is like the major ship that the Republic has, and they're just so cool. Royal Security Fighter, 100% it is. Kimjimi Kajimi Patrollers, Occupier Siege Tank, Omicron Strike Craft, a hun. Oh, Poe Dameron. Nice. 100%. You're right on that. Mo Rogue One for sure displayed how cool the hammerheads are. Hunting Aggressor. Another Razor Crest. Nebula Ignition. Defeat each unit that isn't upgraded. Oh, another legendary. Cost 9. That's kind of rough, but could be insane. And a swarming vulture droid for our foil. Okay, moving on. Well, I don't know how many packs because I haven't been counting. Here we go. Admiral Piet. Let's see, he's a rare. Play a capital ship unit from your hand. It costs 1 less. It's kind of sick. What does he do when he's deployed? Oh, each capital ship costs 2 less. That's pretty sick. Shield generator complex. Okay. Kimgolia heavy fighter. Rebels is 100% under appreciated. Corellian freighter. For a while, I didn't watch it because of the and this is really stupid. Okay, hold on. Really stupid, but I didn't watch it because of the um art style. I just didn't like it. And then I started watching, I was like, holy cow, this show's insane. Flanking Fang Fighter. Out the airlock. Ooh, -5, -5. Bye bye, C3PO. Eager Escort Fighter. First Order Stormtrooper. C90 Relief Runner. Resistance Blue Squadron. That, I believe those are called 8-wings? Might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Fly Casual. Jarek Yeager. Dengar. Is that another? That's another legendary. Holy cow. Profundity. There's a capital ship. When played, when defeated, choose a player. They discard a card from their hand. Then if you have more cards, then if they have more cards in their hand than you, they discard a card from their hand. Dang. And a TIE bomber for our foil. All right. Stacks are even, so we'll go with the Millennium Falcon pack. I really should have also done a little bit of research on this box. I'm just excited to open it. But just to kind of know what our hitters are, we've got a Luke Skywalker leader. which is pretty fun. I I now have two of these guys. I thought he was a big hit. I was like, this is crazy, but no. And yeah, I do love that the packs have different art on them. Uh, Nadiri Dockyards, Corporate Light Cruiser, another capital ship. TIE Dagger Vanguard, First Order Sith vehicle and fighter. It's got everything. Independent Smuggler, Republic Y-Wing. I love the hyperspace. It's cool. Prototype TIE Advanced. All wings report in. Onyx Squadron Brute. AT ATDP Occupier. This is from Rebels 2, isn't it? Like this exact scene, I believe, is from Rebels. Echo Base Engineer. Director Ken Krennic. Oh, speaking's hard. Commercial Patrol. Nope, nope, nope. That's not what it says. Comments Patrol. Comments Patrol. There we go. Wingman Victor 2. Phantom 2. Modified to dock. And then Biggs Dark Lighter for our foil. Good old Biggs. All right, since the last one we opened was a Millennium Falcon, we're going to open up another Millennium Falcon pack. Metatrop. Admiral Akbar. And we've got another chopper base. Awesome. Into a Jedi light cruiser. Yeah, and it's still it's interesting what hits are kind of defined as. Um, so far, from what I could tell from the very little playing I've been doing with Star Wars, the playability and power of the card is what makes it a hit. Whereas in like Magic, we've seen collectability and like the art on the card or the meme or anything like that sometimes plays into it. Ooh, Fleet Interdictor, another capital ship. That's cool art. Hit Press, Homestead Militia, Special Forces TIE Fighter, Landing Shuttle, Prepare for Takeoff, Twin Laser Turret, Chimera. I love the Chimera. It's a cool, cool ship. Dornian Gunship. Holy cow. Yeah, planetary bombardment for sure. And Vader, like always in all the sets, is a hit. Captain Tarkin, L337 for a rare. Oh, In Debt to Crimson Dawn for our foil. We hit a Vader in our last box opening. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see if we can do it again. Rio Durant, Mos Eisley. Yeah, pretty much. Quasi TIE Carrier. These are cool looking ships. They're goofy, but they're cool. Death Space Skirmisher, Attack Run, Contracted Jump Master. There we go. Air Superiority. And I'm gonna stop leading these off for a minute because I want to talk about something. Um, so in Magic the Gathering, one of the things that I don't love is, and I've very much fallen into this trap, but when opening packs, BB-8, I would hit the R2 button if it wasn't so loud. Um, it kind of comes down to what's expensive. Did we hit an expensive card? Um, Banshee. And yeah, I wish we could focus more on, ooh, Sabine's Masterpiece. I think this is actually a hit, but it's also insanely good. Um, if you play it right. But so we've gone so far down hits being what's expensive, and YouTubers, streamers, everything like that. We and I'm gonna include myself in this. We don't help that, because when opening packs, how do you show what's fun and what's good? You don't. You show what's valuable. In fact, sorry, we just released a video today, going through an opening of um, Modern Horizons 3, and it was all about the price. Ooh. Well, we hit a Vader, not the Vader. Um, there's not very many, and here I go again. I was gonna say there's not very many expensive um, leader cards from what I've seen. And sorry, I'm gonna take the headphones off so I stop listening to myself as much. Um, but we're so focused on price, City in the Clouds, hyperspace, that yeah, we just focus to the rares. Um, or focus, we just jump to the rares. We jump to the back of the packs. We don't care about playability. And with Star Wars, what I've loved so far and why I'm trying to get more and more into it is there's so much less of that, you know. Um, ooh, coordinated front. Like, I just love the artwork on the cards. Barrel roll. I love opening new packs to see what Star Wars stuff there is in it, what new things there are. And I don't know enough to be like, oh yeah, this card's crazy expensive. I know a few. But I think it also helps that so far, and I'm eventually we're gonna have to stop doing this. Um, repair. But so far, Star Wars, we don't sell any Star Wars. We don't. All of it's in my personal collection for building. And Ranger, you're 100% right. Easy way to show this is a good pull is, look, this is a $10 card. It must be good. Um, and so I'm not going to be able to do this in Star Wars right away. But when it comes to Magic the Gathering, one of the things that I want to do, is start doing, gold leader. Start doing a lot more research on playability of the cards, and instead of uh, financial hits, playability hits. Wingman Victor 2 in the hyperspace. Snap Wexley is our rare. Let's see. Resistance Recon Flyer. But start focusing on the playability. Especially since nowadays I think a lot of us are experiencing this where um, life's expensive and our hobbies are unfortunately very expensive, if you're into TCGs. But it'd be a nice way to start seeing, and maybe even doing playability alongside the market price of the card to say, hey, this card out of 10 is like a 9 playability, but it's only a 5 cent card. Admiral Akbar, it's a trop in the hyperspace uh, treatment. Masasi Temple. Yeah, and you're 100% right. Oh, I can't say your name. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Is in Magic, there's expensive cards that are garbage, that are just completely worthless. Um, and so far from what I, oh, Lego Napster. Yeah, I was gonna say Lagoon Webster. Lego. That makes more sense. Ooh, Dagger Squadron Pilot. Um, Bunker Defender, Hyperspace, nice. But so far, what I've seen in Star Wars is, generally speaking, the value of the card is tied to its playability. Besides, like the hyper expensive like showcase treatments and stuff like that. Um, but as far as I've been playing it, and as far as people I've met and everything that play it, they care less about blinging out decks and having that crazy expensive stuff, and more about having fun decks to play and decks that can win or do interesting things. Um, Whereas with Magic the Gathering, sometimes it feels like an obligation in some ways to have a blinged out deck. Sit on Ithano, the Crimson Corsair, and a Hot Shot Maneuver and foil. That's a foil rare. Nice. Yeah, when a card game's, yeah, well, and that's completely different, Lego, because in Magic, especially for like Commander, where you can play basically anything, blinging out like your favorite Commander deck and doing it because you want to, like that's like painting your favorite room in your house, so you can enjoy it more. Wedge Antilles, a Theed Palace in hyperspace. Yeah, and Ranger, you're very right about that, and in that it just on the flip side of that, though, too, we just have to look at the reserve list, and we could see a lot of expensive cards that are just garbage, but they're expensive because of that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, OG dual lens, very much so. And to be fair, we're comparing like the OG. Ooh, that's a cool card. That's cool artwork. I like that one a lot. We're comparing basically an infant card game to the OG of TCGs. Um, and it seems like Star Wars Unlimited has been doing some learning from the other TCGs, which is smart. Um, because they've been keeping it accessible. Mist Hunter. Um, Timely reinforcements. In fact, hold on. We're gonna pull out the cards that are just super cool, and that's gonna be our final, like, look at all these cool cards we got. We're not gonna care about pricing because we're not selling. So Shamsindula, Boba Fett, nice. I like Boba Fett. Ooh, and a hyperspace foil Wingman Victor 2. We're gonna set that up there too, because now we've got our TIE bomber and our TIE pilot. And uh, we're not going to get into too much more of the Magic side of things, because this is a Star Wars stream. But I will say what I love about Star Wars Unlimited is, ooh, another Grand Admiral Thrawn. That one's going up here. Is they're keeping it accessible. Like, this box cost me $65, um, which, like, yeah, for a whole box, that's freaking awesome. Um, And obviously, like the OG Spark of Rebellion boxes are over 100, but that's because they're getting into limited supply. But with the newer stuff, you can get it for inexpensive. TIE Ambush Squadron. Ambush. This would be a really cool one in the hyperspace, I bet. Yes, I believe so, Lego. At least with Spark of Rebellion, it's out of print. Trace Martz, Martiz, an Anakin Skywalker. Dengar, Radas, capital ship. Adept Arc 170. And also they have rotation um too. So like in Magic the Gathering standard, there's a rotation. So the original War of the Spark is rotating out next year, I believe. Um, so it will no longer be um, premier playable. Rose Tico, Theed Palace again. But you can still, as far as I remember, you can still you'll be able to play it in um, Twin Suns as much as you want. In fact, what's kind of cool is with Twin Suns, so the uh, minimum card requirement, and I think maximum, I think it's like Commander, just like that, has been going up. So it's currently at 85 cards for a deck, but it's getting they're raising the that amount as new sets come out, so that you can have more cards to um, choose from. Lego, it's definitely going to. Fleet Interdictor. Uh, I think it will, just because, just like with Magic, it's a supply and demand. Masasi Tactical Officer. The big difference is um, for Premiere, which is Star Wars Premiere, haha, format, power from pain. That's cool. Hey, there's a cat here now. Hold on, everybody. Come on, cheese. There we go. Come on, in my lap. Um, since they aren't playable there, I think they won't hold as much value. IG-88 for a rare landing shuttle. Of course, that's all speculation. You know, the big hitters, the Anakin or the Darth Vaders and the Luke Skywalkers, from that set. Yes, they are going to go up in price, and they have been. Um, but they're still pretty darn accessible if you compare it to other TCGs. Like, I think you can buy the OG Luke Skywalker and Vader, and I think they're both under $50. I think Luke, and again, this is not showcase. This is just a version of the card that you can play. Major Von Reg. Um, I think the Luke is under 30, and I think the Vader is around 50. Zygerian Starhopper. But for the most part, yeah, the pricing is decent. It's accessible. Um, for those of you who may not be as aware, uh, in Magic the Gathering, if you want to have a competitive standard deck, which is standard is um, premier in Star Wars, right? If you want a competitive standard deck, um, you're going to be spending hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. And that's not to bling it out or anything like that necessarily. It's just to get your hands on the cards that you need. Captain Phasma. Hey, Cheese. Stay on target. Hi, hi, buddy. Wing Guard Secure. Nope, we're not going that way. Ooh, we've got a rare land. So Thermal Oscillator. your minimum deck size is decreased by 5 cards. And then a foil Chimera. That's freaking awesome. I will be right back. Just one second. My kitty cat is going to knock over my camera if I don't move him. Come here, cheese. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. Honestly, that doesn't sound far off. Focus. Oh, hold on, everyone. Yes, my kitty cat is cheese. Okay, there we go. We're back in focus. Hey, Nobi. That doesn't sound far off. I mean, if you think about commander decks, like my favorite commander deck that I play, my Sephiroth deck, is right around that $500 point. Um, Again, for standard, it's varied. Um, but yeah, and that's why I feel like a lot of people don't get into Magic is because it's cost prohibitive, you know. Whereas Star Wars, like I said, this box was $65 for a whole box. Admiral Akbar, chopper base. While $65, like if you can't afford to spend $65 on a box, that's fine. That's totally fine. But what I'm saying is all these cards, $65 is awesome to be able to jump in and just open packs. Learning to play Star Wars. So if you play Magic the Gathering, which I know both of you do, if you play Magic the Gathering, Star Wars is a little bit tricky in its pacing, but easy to learn the basics of. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of crossover. So, um, restore is not a good one, but like keywords, right? In Magic the Gathering, we have tons of keywords. This one has restore 2, and then it explains it. When this unit attacks, heal 2 damage from your base. Um, there's a keyword of overwhelm, which is just trample. Actually, overwhelm. When attacking an enemy unit, deal excess damage to the opponent's base. Um, so, oh yeah, there's way too many keywords. Astromech pilot keywords in Magic the Gathering. Trench fighter, or no, trench run gambit. Okay, that one's going in the cools. And in the heat of battle, each unit gains Sentinel and loses Saboteur for this phase. 9 nub. Another rare foil. Nice. Yeah, it's constantly growing in Magic. And to be fair, Star Wars is still young. Unlimited's still, pretty new. So it's going to be expanding. It's going to be getting bigger. Um, and there's going to be more keywords, and that's fine. But so the keywords, there's a lot that transfer over from Star Wars or from Magic to Star Wars. The big difference, we got another Thrawn, Resistance Headquarters, is in how turns are played. Um, so in Magic, like there's turn one infinite combos. There's turn one wins. There's insane things that you can do. You can, in your one turn, just vomit your entire hand onto the board, which is fun in some ways, but it also causes issues in other. Ooh, we got the prototype tie advance. We're going to set that up here too. In Magic, you start with your and we actually I should do a video on, or not Magic, sorry, in Star Wars, and I should do just a very brief video on how to play because it is a lot of fun and pretty easy. But you can't get mana flooded or mana screwed. That's a big thing. But then also, so I will play. I will do an action on my turn, which could be playing a card from my hand. It could be playing a tactic. It could ooh playing a tactic. It could be attacking my opponent's base or one of their units. But then once I do that action, my opponent gets to do an action. So it's a 1-1 action. So the way I kind of describe it is, uh, it's like playing chess in a lot of ways. You have to be very careful about what moves you make and how you do things, because you can't, gotta Leia, you can't just do everything on your turn. General Hux, and I've lost a lot of games because I have that magic mindset of okay, I can do this, 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 and then this. Um, doesn't fly. A bad joke. Um, ooh, shadowed hover tank. That's cool. That's going up here. Um, you can't just do everything, and so I have taken an action forgetting that I can't do another thing, and then I lose because my opponent can has lethal on my base, you know. Um, and so it's a lot easier than Magic, Wedge Antilles again, to learn, but a lot harder than Magic to perfect in some ways. Yeah, for baseline play, I would say Magic's still more um, confusing if you want to play at a super competitive level, but baseline tactics and everything can be harder. But yeah, so if you know Magic, you can play Star Wars pretty dang easily. Shoot down. Echo Base Engineer. I have you now. Salvage. Frisk. Oh, another rare land or rare base. Nabat Village. Draw 3 more cards in your starting hand. You can't take a mulligan. When the first action phase starts, put 3 cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck in any order. Ah, okay, I can see how that might be useful. Ooh, Fet's Fire Spray special. Um, but yeah, it's yeah, you're right. It kind of does fit for Ryloth. Um, it's one of those things where if you are getting burnt out from Magic, especially with how expensive it is, I think Star Wars Unlimited is a really nice bastion to go to. It's fun, it's accessible. Captain Phasma, um, and it's getting larger every year. It seems like because they're doing things right as far as I can tell. Now, I guarantee you, if as I get more into it, I'll have more complaints. I'll see more complaints from the community and everything. But for the most part, it's just vibing. I don't know how else to put it. System Shock, Omicron Strike Craft, Clone Pilot, R2D2. I have to. Close your ears. Sorry, I know it was loud, but I had to. It was the law. The Starhawk, legendary. While paying cost, you may pay half as many resources rounded up. Holy cow! I'm sorry, Lego. Ooh, another foil. Oh wait, no, that's common, not a special. Kimoglia, Kimoglia Heavy Fighter. That is really loud. I need to figure out how to adjust that down. I heard that in my headphones and they're not on my head. So I apologize, everyone. If we pull another R2, I probably won't do it again. Sorry, 1 second. No, hold on, buddy. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Everyone, this is my puppy Kenobi. I can't say that. Don't lick the camera. Hi, buddy. I can't say his full name because I'll get banned, but part of it is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, he's our little puppy dog. He's just a baby. No, bap, 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 bap. Okay, up, down, up, down. No, no, no biting. No biting my hands. Daddy's got some more streaming to do. He is Star Wars themed. Aren't you? Aren't you? Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, Lando Calrissian. Excuse me. So he's rare. So you can pay one and tap him. Play a unit from your hand, paying its cost. If you do, and you control a ground unit and a space unit, give a shield token to a unit. So basically paying one and tapping him to give a shield token. Attached unit is leader. Attached unit gains sentinel. And when deployed as an upgrade, you may give a shield token to a unit in a different area. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Good old Lando, Masasi Temple. And the other thing with Star Wars Unlimited, I don't think we're gonna have a problem of universes beyond in Star Wars. I just don't think that's gonna happen. And the other thing about that is because I've been a little bit concerned, like, okay, but what if we run out of? We're not gonna run out of stuff that they can do. Um, oh gosh, yeah. For those of you out of the loop, Star Trek is coming to Magic the Gathering next year, which ah, I got something in my eye. Um, I don't really care about, but it's just kind of odd in Magic, you know. But hey, if you're excited for it, and I know some of you are, more power to you. Like that's freaking awesome. Um, I'm excited for Avatar. That's coming up. Ooh, the Invisible Hand. Oh man, okay. Okay. That's a good card. That's a good card. Carillion Fighter or Freighter. Yeah, Edge of Eternity is 100%. I think they did to um get people ready for Star Trek. And there were also some things like um that they wanted to play around with and get into our minds before Star Trek came out. Having to do with space, like the warp mechanic and everything like that. Ooh, Luke Skywalker, but this time in the hyperspace. And um, what's funny about that though is Edge of Eternities is probably one of the best sets in a long time, and it was done to support an upcoming set basically. Yeah, warp stationing, planets, ships. Um, what are you doing? A lot of interesting mechanics come from it. But yeah, it was super fun, and I really miss it. Um, I think the biggest thing that Magic has, ooh, another hammerhead, that Magic has over Star Wars for me right now is the community. And not saying the Star Wars community around me is bad. It's freaking amazing. I absolutely love it. They've been so kind, so Red 5, so accepting, so helpful to me. Hera Syndulla, we've got father and daughter. Okay, this art is just terrible though. I don't know what it is, but there's something about her that I'm just like, oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Seasoned Fleet Admiral, another Twi'lek, and Academy graduate. But my favorite format in Magic the Gathering is limited, right? And sealed and like drafting and everything like that. And there you can draft Star Wars. You can, but it just I guess it's not quite popular enough right now. Um, where I'm at, Rio Durant, but I would love to draft Star Wars, Mos Eisley. Oh, with Hera, yeah, it is. It's like a I don't like it, and I don't know. I don't know. There's something wrong with it. I'm sorry to the artist. If you're watching this, I guarantee you are, because I'm so uh popular, but it just doesn't. I don't like it. Yeah, yeah. That's almost it. She's posing for her Facebook profile picture. I think that's what's going on in that picture. um, yeah, the pre-release is huge. So our store, or the store that I play at, had a record-breaking Star Wars pre-release. Um, and I'm really excited for the next one coming up. It's this month, I think. Annihilator. When played and when defeated, you may defeat an enemy unit. If you do, search its controller's deck and hand for each card with that unit's name and discard them. Holy cow! That's insane. Oh, that's okay. That's going in the cool stuff. All wings report in. Spacebook. Not Spacebook. I would say it's like a um Fleet Book or something. I don't know. Spacebook was probably right, but okay, we've got 4 packs left. Um, but yeah, so with Star Wars Unlimited, I'm really hoping that another Luke Skywalker. It just keeps growing like it is and getting bigger and bigger because the more people there are to play with, the more chances there are to play, the more events there can be, and it's just fun. You know, it's fun. It's another fun way to meet new people and get involved. Hold on, Kenobi. We're almost done, Bubby. We're almost done, baby. Turret, fire with fire, perimeter ATRT, scouting headhunter, silver angel, Rafa Marquez, red leader. Can you guys hear the puppy? Ooh, Victor leader. Each other friendly space unit gets +1/+1. Banner effect. So soul stand spacer. Okay, I will be right back. I've got to let my puppy upstairs. Oh, hi, sunshine. Right? We've got the pair now. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Ugh. But yeah, for a lot of you, you're probably kind of in both camps if you're watching my content, or maybe you're just in one, but you're familiar with the other, and you probably understand that there is a lot of issues with Magic the Gathering right now. Um, Another Darth Vader, Nadiri Dockyards, which is good for Star Wars Unlimited because I feel like it pushes a lot of people out of Magic, which I'm not happy about because Magic is an amazing game. But I would also challenge anybody who exclusively plays Magic to give Star Wars Unlimited a shot. You know, um, if you're in my area, I can recommend some awesome stores to go to. And I have some decks that I've been building out. They're terrible decks. Another Bigs. Radiant 7. Each enemy non-leader unit gets -1, -0 for each damage on it. When played, deal 5 indirect damage to a player. 5 indirect damage. So is that to their base? Um, that's a good question. So there's A-wing, X-wing, Y-wing for sure. I think there's also a T-wing. Yeah, there's B-wing. Is there a T-wing, or am I making that one up? Okay, second to last pack. I'm trying to remember. Rose Tico. Oh, I pulled a K-wing? Hold on. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and my knowledge of it comes from the video games. So, not very expansive there either. Um yeah, there's a good number of the lettered ships though. Oh, excuse me. Oh, the Mandalorian. Ooh. I I'm gonna be embarrassed if I pulled one of them already, but I don't think I did. So I'm gonna set him up there because the Mandalorian is awesome. Grim Valor. Oh, hey, we were talking about this earlier. Not Rebels, Rogue One and the Hammerhead, Republic or Rebellion ship. Targeting computer. Piercing shot. Okay, last pack. Star Wars. May the Force be with us, everyone. Let's see what we can pull out. Admiral Piet. I'm saying that wrong, and I know it. Shield Generator Complex. Dedicated Wingman. Death Space Skirmisher. Flanking Fang Fighter. Punch It. Insurgent Saboteurs. Cloaked Star Viper. Another Clone Pilot. System Shock. Munificent Frigate. Face Off. Huh. Paige Tico. Is Paige Tico? Yeah, Paige Tico is Rose Tico's sister. Because I believe she dies in the movie. Bolshek. Allegiant General Preed. When indirect damage is dealt to you, you may defeat a non-unique upgrade on it. It depends on how hard you punch them. On attack, if you have the initiative, deal 2 indirect damage to a player. And then our final foil is Heartless Tactics. Okay, let's just take a quick look at the really fun, cool stuff that we pulled today. Some of these probably have some value, but we don't really care about that for Star Wars because we're just vibing. We're enjoying it. We've got the Annihilator, which is absolutely insane. You get to remove all of a card from a player's deck and hand, which is just crazy. We've got a cool Luke Skywalker, Solston Spacer, Shadowed Hover Tank, the Mandalorian. Who doesn't love the Mandalorian? I love the Mandalorian. Prototype TIE Advanced, Wingman Victor 2, TIE Bomber. The art on this is gorgeous. It's so cool. Ahmed Mir. I think that's the artist. Ahmed Mir. Good job. Trench Run. And then a Grand Admiral Thrawn, who, if you've never like dove into Thrawn's um, lore around Thrawn and everything like that, even if you just know it from like Rebels and Ahsoka, I highly recommend like reading some of his books. He's so cool. And so Thrawn, for example, one of the reasons I'm not worried about Star Wars running out of cards and stuff to print is there are storylines that have never been pursued, especially with like the Chiss. Thrawn's a Chiss, yes. Or I'm going with it. Thrawn's a Chiss, with like his homeworld and everything like that. Um, and like there's a theory that Thrawn actually never really cared about the Empire or anything like that. But everything he did was to help bring about the Chiss ascendancy to take over the galaxy, and just interesting stuff. The Star Wars is never going to pursue that line because they're pansies, and they aren't going to pursue something that's cool like that. But everyone, thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna grab one of these packs and just kind of put it there so you can see. Um, yeah, Chiss in the Old Republic is. There's so many cool storylines in the MMO, the Old Republic. But hey, thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate your continued support. If you don't mind, once this gets actually not with this one, but if you don't mind, if you're following us on Facebook, Red well, now I have to double check. I'm pretty sure it's now Redbeard Trading. I think I changed it, but let's double check. Yep. Okay. Redbeard Trading on Facebook. We are doing some more stuff on Facebook. We, like I said, just released a pack opening video for Modern Horizons 3 from Magic the Gathering. We have one in the pipeline for Star Wars. It's a Jump to Lightspeed pack, I believe. But we're going to try and do more kind of short form content. And Lovebug is going to be doing a playmat of the week every week, just kind of showing off one of the playmats in her collection and talking about it and like where she got it and why she likes it, everything like that. But if you don't mind going to Facebook if you have it and liking, sharing, and following our page, it is a great help, I think. Um, but even if you don't, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I appreciate y'all, and I hope to catch you in the next one. One of these days, we are going to have a schedule for streaming. We'll figure it out one of these days. But thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.